Yes, Danny Rue. Yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys one of my many hobbies. Um, I collect depression glass. Not just depression, but you know, elegant. Not really into like China and all that stuff all that much, or like a carnival glass. I like some iridized glass, but I'm not like a huge carnival glass fan. But uh, I'm not into the crystal either, like the lead crystal glass. I'm not really into that. But anyways, yeah, mostly vintage or really old stuff. But yeah, this is some of my collection right here. Uh, yep. Basically, I have literally hundreds of pieces. It's ridiculous. I'm like running out of room. But right now, I just wanted to kind of show like the different types, and colors. I basically brought one of like everything you could possibly think of, pretty much almost. Like minus a butter dish and creamer and sugar. But anyways, um, yeah, and then the colors as well. Like you have the blue, like so, like blue is actually a kind of hard color to find, but this is actually called Monax. So American Sweetheart is the nickname for the pattern. But it's just beautiful. The design on it. It's just, the craftsmanship, you know, just the designs. Are just so intricate. Look at all that detail. It's just there's nothing. And in this right here, this particular piece, this Monax American Sweetheart was made in the 30s. This is actually, pretty much technically, it's real depression glass. It almost has like a milk glass uh, little accent to it. The Monax. That's why I like Monax. It's like a combination of like iridized blue glass with like milk glass. But just the designs are just so cool. I'm a 31-year-old, you know, man. I'm not, you know, I wasn't obviously around when this stuff, was around. It's not like doesn't bring back like any memories or anything like that. It's not why I collect it. I mainly collect it just because of the, like why an archaeologist would, you know, uh, uh, dig up bones and stuff like that. But yeah, I better plug in my phone before it dies here. Yeah, that might be smart. But anyways, yeah, and here's a piece of milk glass. This is called Indiana Harvest. Indiana was the maker, and this particular pattern is Harvest, and it's milk glass. You can see the little grape cluster, and the goblet's stem or handle. Well, it's the stem, but it's where you would hold it to drink. It's a really cool pattern. It's just, um, it's got little aspects, little pieces of the vine, the whole picture and grapes, and the grape, fruit and the vine and leaves and all, whatever. But yeah, this is basically milk glass, so that this is more of a vintage piece. This is Indian, I think, made this in the 50s, like 60s, maybe 50s to like the 80s. Made, I think. This right here is actually not one with that. That's actually another piece. This right here is it's called by Cracky. Where the name came from, I have no idea. But this stuff was made in the 20s, into the early 30s, late 20s, early 30s. But yeah, it has the appearance of being cracked, but obviously it isn't. Um, the newer like cracked glass, that stuff like really has been cracked, and then like they've used some kind of adhesive to keep it together. But this is actually a pattern, as you can see on the back by looking at it. It looks, I mean, if you scratch it, that's a pattern. But on this side, it's squeaky clean. So yeah, it's that's how all this glass is, and usually the patterns are on the bottom, so you don't ruin the pattern. This one this is the top of it is where the pattern is, which is kind of peculiar. Okay, this is getting long about the brushing glass, but this is a piece of Windsor. This is a chop plate. It's actually pink. And with the hues and the colors of the depression, usually you have to see the piece like that. Like you have to look at it from the right angle to see the coloring. But Windsor is a really cool pattern. Like see how you look at it now and it looks almost clear. But yeah, Windsor is a really cool pattern. This is a big chop plate, big guy. I mean, this is a half a bill. I mean, this is a $50 piece, 2007 Warman's price guide. But I paid $12 for it because it has one little tiny little notch right there, little nick, but it was repaired and smoothed out, and it almost matches. You can't really see it that well, anyways. I mean, it's not very noticeable because of where it's at. See, it almost like kind of fits in. You can see how it's a little larger right there than the rest. But anyways, and then you have this, which is actually one of my favorite patterns, just because it's Florentine poppy. So yeah, basically it's the opium poppy, Papaver somniferum. Sorry, somniferum, whatever. But yeah, it's really cool. This is yellow. I mean, see how when you turn it different angles like that, it looks almost clear. Like you look through it like that, it looks clear, but then you get the right angle and you can really see the color in it. You know what I mean? But yeah, and the bottom is beautiful. It's just awesome. It's got like a little design going on there. Basically what's on top, or like, there's certain features of, like these little guys are down here, facing each other like that. But yeah, I mean, it's basically that's it's supposed to be like a rendition, like a artistic rendition of like kind of I guess I don't know what style of art this was at the time of the period. Not that much into the arts, like in the painting and stuff like that. But anyways, yeah. Then you have this was made by Anchor Hocking. This is one of the first in the late 30s. This is one of the first products made by Anchor Hocking when Hocking started as Anchor Hocking. I guess it was two companies that merged, but used to be just Hocking. But yeah, this is a Sherbet, and it has the fancy stem. There's two different kinds, but this is called Royal Ruby. And Royal Ruby, yeah, it's pretty popular. It's pretty cool. It's pretty much freaking blood red. And this is one of my favorite pieces, pretty much out of all that I have. I mean, this is like a mixture of crystal, which is basically clear glass, like the like cracky piece, but it's like kind of has the milk glass, kind of like it's a Monax basically. It's Monax that blends into the blue Monax. It's like milk glass blending into the blue Monax into crystal. It's just freaking so cool. And this is made by Indiana too. So it has the same kind of bottom to it. I believe this is Indiana. I could be wrong. Usually I know my stuff with this stuff, and then you can see the white right here, and there's a little bit of blue on the edges, but There's just white just on the divider of the relish. And then you have, and this is a depression era, pre-depression, depression, depression, and 50s, 60s. This is the coin pattern, I believe, started, I can't remember, I think the 20s, all the way back to then, but it was made all the way up until like the 80s. But this is a piece of coin. And yeah, it's the olive green. It was made by Fostoria. This is considered elegant glass. It's considered elegant glass, not depression glass. Aware, because this wasn't really made to help like people during the depression. This stuff was just made for like rich people, like presidents actually had Fostoria glass in their homes and or in the White House. You know, the American pattern is probably the more popular, but this is the coin, which is actually less common and usually more valuable and rare. Less common, yeah, rare and more valuable. But yeah, I guess that's it on the glass. So yeah, it's getting kind of a long video just about depression glass, but I just wanted to share with everybody that it's just one of my hobbies and something I really enjoy doing. But yeah, sorry about this video being really crappy, other than me just being really crappy and sucking at life. Yeah, fuck my life. I'm just kidding. But no, it's yeah, I'm kind of shooting this on a little Android phone. It's not the greatest, but yeah, sooner or later, I'm definitely gonna get another acoustic guitar and start playing some songs for you guys, and I'm going to get a better or get a camera pretty much. Not a better camera, I'm gonna actually get a camera. So, but yeah. Alright, well, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. Peace out.